Well, a hearty good evening to you, wherever you may be. We basically took off the month of June. Did you miss us? We missed y'all. But we're back. It's time once again for the Champion Brothers, ChampCast, Bubba's Big Broadcast, or
Let's talk some Southern gospel.
yes, look, I see if I remember how. Yep, right over there's Neal.
Is Chris over there?
What?
He is.
Yes.
Hey,
Oh, it's like riding a bicycle at this point.
just don't say that till the show is completely over.
Oh, it'll be like riding a bicycle because I'll have a wreck at some point
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
and mess
Gotcha.
something up. But since we last joined you, we've had another singing, which went really well in Vernon, and got another one coming up real soon, don't we? Did I lose you?
I'm right here, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I said we got another one coming up real
Yeah,
soon, don't we?
we do. Oh, yeah. That is my cue to jump in there and do something, ain't it? Yes, we do. We had a great time with New Ground back in May in Vernon. And then coming up here in about 2 weeks from tomorrow, I believe, if my calculations is correct,
Yep.
we got the Troy Burns family are coming to Fayette, Alabama. They'll be with us there at the Fayette Civic Center. Of course, Troy was well known as being one of the original Inspirations Quartet. Sang with them for 30 plus
Long
years,
time. Long
and
time.
then started singing with his family. And I'm tickled that we're going to have them come to Fayette, Alabama.
Yep.
On July the 26th, that's 2 weeks up from tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Just like always, we'll start. Won't cost you a dime to get in, but just come expecting a blessing and you'll get one.
Absolutely.
We'll also give you the opportunity to help us carry these on and see that we continue to have them. Of course, Faithful Friends will sing a few, Chosen Witness will sing a few, and then there'll be a whole lot of the Troy Burns family. So,
yep. Sorry, I'm getting a work text. I got to answer that right quick.
Oh, right.
It's always something.
What's that? Okay, I just had some of my people come and tell me, Chris, that you can't hear any audio on the live stream. She sees us and sees our mouth moving, but there's no audio going out.
All right, then.
So what have we done, I wonder?
I don't know for sure, but when I was on the Facebook sometime real recently, I had seen where some other people were having that same problem. So I'm just checking to make sure. Let's see.
Yes. So if
All right,
hearing
Donna Coker has checked in and says that she can hear us. So
okay.
It may be says Donna's watching us on Facebook. So
okay, the one that couldn't hear us was on YouTube.
Well, that might have something to do with it. I don't know.
Maybe the problem. Yes.
So if you're watching us on the YouTube, you might want to go to either mine or Neal's or Chosen Witness or Faithful Friends Facebook page, and we might be there. Yep, Billy Shaw just checked in and said Facebook is loud and clear. So
okay, all right.
You never know. Technology is great till it ain't. So.
That's right. That's right.
So we may be having some issues there. I don't know. We'll get the boys in research and development to check it out and see. I'm not sure.
We'll get it fixed eventually. And then if it's captured on Facebook, we can eventually load it back up to YouTube for those that might be watching and not having audio.
Absolutely. But anyway, the Troy Burns family is coming 2 weeks from tomorrow night.
They sure are coming to Fayette. And yeah, I'm tickled. I'm tickled to have them. I've always enjoyed Troy singing, and he's still got it. And I'm glad he's bringing it to Fayette with his family, with his wife, and the guy sing with them. I kind of had I've been listening to a lot of Inspirations lately, just been on a kick, sometimes just certain groups I get on a kick of listening to them. And I had been listening to a lot of Inspirations, and I came across a song that to be honest, I didn't remember the Inspirations doing this, but what I did remember is the Junior Colombians. You remember them?
Oh, yes.
I think specifically me and Ray Cook and Karen maybe did this one, or did you sing on it? The song is "I Believe in a Hill Called Mount Calvary." I remember Ray Cook doing that verse, and to be honest, I didn't really realize that the Inspirations is who had done that song. Uh,
Yeah.
Back before, probably, it was in 1970 that what we're going to play here. So, and that would have been late 70s when the Junior Columbians were singing it. So almost 10 years earlier, the
Hmm.
Inspirations do it with a young Troy Burns. And I just want to, yeah, let's share this song that just goes way back with me. I believe in a hill called Mount Calvary.
I believe in a hill called Mount Calvary. I believe whatever the cost. And when time has surrendered and earth is no more, I will cling to the old rugged cross. I believe that the Christ who was slain on the cross has the power to change lives today. For he changed me completely, and a new life is mine. That is why by the cross I will stay. I believe in a hill called Mount Calvary. I believe whatever the cost. And when time has surrendered and earth is no more, I will cling to the old rugged cross.
The Inspirations. And I believe in a hill called Mount Calvary. I think that's probably the shortest version of that that's ever been recorded. So.
It was. Yep. Less than 2 minutes, but boy, yeah, many memories go rolling through my mind when I hear that song and when I heard that. And don't you look at that young Troy Burns right there in the very front of that line?
Mm-hmm. Got Troy, then Archie, then Eddie, then Jack, and then Martin.
That's right.
And right before we came on tonight, somebody had posted a video of Troy and Archie and Eddie, and who was singing baritone? Oh, bass. Mike Holcomb was singing bass,
Yeah,
and
right.
at the Singing in the Smokies last weekend.
Oh
So
yeah,
that was fun watching that. So, but
for
yeah, I guess
sure.
in that one, I guess that was Troy singing bass, was it not?
Yeah, right. Troy was the original bass singer. That's right.
Yep. Started out singing the bass, went away for a little bit, came back as the lead singer there for a
Mhm.
long time.
There you go.
So let's say we got sidetracked on the couldn't hear us and that kind of stuff, but did want to say hey to some folks and to ask you, if you will, if you've dropped by to visit with us, drop a comment in there, even if it's nothing other than hi. We just like to know it because we can't necessarily see it if you just hit like, but we would love it if you did hit like. We would love it if you just drop a comment in there and say hi. And especially like it if you'd share it with your friends and neighbors, and they can do it. But talked about Donna and Billy, Brad Shackelford checking in, saying evening, boys.
Yeah.
Rachel Baines checks in and says, good evening, y'all. And I didn't pre-read this one, so we on our own. Billy Shaw says, promise I won't talk too much tonight, but Pandora is great for the Inspirations music. Boo, you
Sure.
talk as much as you want to. You're one of us. So
That's right. That's exactly right.
but yes, that's true. It's all the streaming stuff and all. And I had I didn't get a chance to tell you this yet, Neal, but had a nice about 25, 30-minute conversation with Mark Bishop today.
Oh
He
yeah.
dropped a new song this morning
Hmm.
called There's a Medicine for That.
Yeah.
And I was telling him, I said, ever since the bishops did When You Change Your Mind, and you told me that a lot of times you could tell who he was listening to. We've talked about this before,
Yeah.
because he was listening to some Buck Owens music before. And when I listened to There's a Medicine for That, I said, That sounds like Chris Stapleton, which I'm not very familiar with Stapleton. I've seen him like on some award shows and heard him on the Opry and that kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
But it's got that kind of feel to it, I guess you would say. But he said, no, I'm not familiar with him. So, but we did have a nice chat and called up. That's the first time I've talked to him in a long time. But anyway, and he sends his greetings too.
Oh, well, good. Howdy, Mark.
But I was listening to that, and then I'd looked, and he had liked our event tonight. So who knows? Mark may be watching. I don't know. I don't know if he's singing anywhere tonight or not. But anyway, and hey to Judy Armstrong, it's so good to see y'all again. Thank you. So,
Yeah.
We just basically took off the whole month of June, but glad to be back.
Yep, a lot of life happened, and we did. But but here we are talking about some more memories, playing some good music, letting you know who's coming next to the Lamar Fayette County area to sing.
Yeah. Now, when you sent this, I peeked at it. It was sometime this morning, I think, and I was trying to figure everything out, and I saw this thing, Neal, that says Inspirations Teaser. I'm going to need some explanation on that.
Well, I was, like I told you, I'd been listening to a lot of Inspirations music, totally independent of the singings or anything like that. But then, of course, Troy Burns' family coming, and Troy being a longtime member of the Inspirations, they do sing some Inspirations music from the past.
Yeah.
They've been recorded a project, I think, year before last, maybe 2023, called Then and Now, which they went back and covered a lot of the songs that Troy had sung with the Inspirations. And so I got to thinking about those, and then I got to digging in my archives back here behind me and pulled out some of the vinyl, and I just picked 3 of the songs that the Troy Burns family recorded. This teaser is just a little snip. I'm going to give you just a little snip of those 3 songs, the original recording by the Inspirations, and then we're just going to play those songs by the Troy Burns family. Let you hear a lot of their music tonight.
All right.
They're going to be in Fayette 2 weeks from tomorrow night.
So you ready for the teaser?
Just play it, and I'll pop up the album covers the little snips are from as they come up.
All right. Here we go.
What's that I hear? Is that the sound of a trumpet? Soon, what a wonderful day. What a wonderful happy day. Land. In the glow. What a wonderful scene. Praise you, the first million years. The first million years in glory.
Oh,
I bet all
awesome.
3. I bet all 3 of them songs is familiar to you.
Oh, yes.
Were they all 3? Okay. Me as well.
Absolutely.
Since I hadn't got What's That I Hear off of my mind since I first started thinking about putting this together. That's just one of them picks with it. So,
let's Troy Burns family sing it.
Yeah, let's hear the Troy Burns family sing that first one. What's That I Hear?
At the sound of a trumpet, soon the eastern sky will part, and I'll see his face. Men often dream of faraway lands with strange sounding names. Oh, but it seems each time I dream, it's much the same. I see a place where I have never been before, with white pearly gates and a father who waits just inside the door. What's that I hear? Is that the sound of a trumpet? I feel the touch from a much better place. And if I am dreaming, please don't wake me. Soon the eastern sky will part, and I'll see his face. this old world, with all of its charm, has no place for me. It's that white shining throne in my new home I long to see. I spend my days in much the same way. I wait for the sound. Soon my hand will be raised with a shout of praise, headed for higher ground. What's that I hear? Is that the sound of a trumpet? I feel the touch from a much better place. And if I am dreaming, please don't wake me. Soon the eastern sky will part and I'll see his face. What's that I hear? What's that I hear? Is that the sound of a trumpet? I feel the touch from a much better place. And if I am dreaming, please don't wake me. Soon the eastern sky will part and I'll see his face.
The Troy Burns family doing their rendition of an Inspirations classic. And What's That I Hear here on the Champion Brothers broadcast. We're getting excited about the Troy Burns family coming to Fayette, Alabama, 2 weeks from tomorrow night. And I don't know where Neal went, but he'll be back in just a minute. But we were doing that little snippet and playing songs first by the little Inspirations, but now playing the Troy Burns family version of those. So there you are.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I didn't know if we were supposed to just do them one right after the other or not. So
No, yeah, we can. Yeah, because that was the first one we heard a snippet of, and then the second one we heard a snippet of.
yeah,
What a Wonderful Day, a toe tapper.
let's do it. Here it comes.
I am on a journey to that blessed promised land. As I walk, I'm holding on to God's unchanging hand. Never will I fear, for He is ever by my side. Looking for the day when in my mansion I'll abide. What a wonderful day. What a wonderful happy day. Up yonder in the glory What a land. Wonderful singing, shouting, praising Jesus our King. Christ our King. The saints will be there. The saints will be gathered on every hand. Up yonder in that all over the streets, all over the streets, making His praises ring. Such glorious singing, like we have never heard before. Up there in that city, where trouble and pain will come no more. When the world is burning, He's gonna set the world on fire. I won't be yearning, I'll be moving way I'll be resting in heaven forever to stay. What a wonderful day. He will give me blessings as I travel on my way, pressing on toward heaven and that land of endless day. Sparkling streams are flowing out before the great white throne. Get my mansion ready, Lord, soon I'll be coming home. What a wonderful day. What a wonderful happy day. Up yonder in the glory What a wonderful singing, shouting, praising Jesus our King. Christ our King. The saints will be there. The saints will be gathered on every hand. Up yonder in that all over the streets, all over the streets, making His praises ring. Such glorious singing, like we have never heard before. Up there in that city, where trouble and pain will come no more. When the world is burning, He's gonna set the world on fire. I won't be yearning, I'll be moving way I'll be resting in heaven forever to stay. What a wonderful day. What a wonderful day. What a wonderful happy day. Up yonder in the glory What a wonderful singing, shouting, praising Jesus our King. Christ our King. The saints will be there. The saints will be gathered on every hand. Up yonder in that all over the streets, all over the streets, making His praises ring. bring such glorious singing, like we have never heard before. Up there in that city, in that land, where trouble and pain will come low, when the world is burning. He's gonna set the world I won't be yearning. I'll be moving way up resting in heaven, I'm forever to stay. What a wonderful day.
Yes, sir. You got that right. That was a toe tapper, the Troy Burns family, and what a wonderful day. We gonna keep rolling or what?
Well, let me fix my mess I created.
Okay.
We're flipping all kind of covers up there. I popped the wrong one up there initially when it was going through. That song was off of the Songs of Love album. Is what a Wonderful Day was off of, and I had popped the wrong one. And I just want to get that straight. It was not off of Sing Me a Gospel Song. It was off of Songs of Love.
There we go.
Originally by the Inspirations. But Troy Burns and them wore it out on Then and Now, wouldn't you say?
Yes, sir, they did.
All right. So yeah, let's do one other than that third one in that group. And I kind of like the order that these songs came out in. What's That I Hear? And then What a Wonderful Day. That's going to be when we hear that, you know?
Yeah.
And then them first million years just going to fly on by, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I just like the way these turned out. So listen to the Troy Burns family doing The First Million Years.
Hands that are weary, help these feet to walk straight. I want to be near you when I see those eastern gates. Then if you'll permit me, I'll wash your feet with my tears. And then I want to praise you the first million years. First million years in glory, and as long as eternity rolls, let me ever abide close by your side, and let me praise you the first million years. This life that I'm living, let me walk in thy way. I want to be faithful to that great homecoming day. Then if you permit me, I'll wash your feet with my tears. And then I want to praise you the first million years in glory, and as long as eternity rolls, let me ever abide close by your side, and let me praise you the first million years. Let me side, and let me praise you the first million years.
The Troy Burns family and the first million years here on the Champion Brothers broadcast. That's good stuff. Whichever way you like it, or whichever version you hear.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I sure liked it. I sure enjoyed it. So there you go.
Let's go back and listen to the old clip again, can we?
Let's do that. I'll see if I can put the right covers up this time.
All right, you ready?
Yeah,
here we go.
What's that I hear? is at the sound of a trumpet. Soon, what a wonderful day. What a wonderful happy day. What a wonderful scene. Praise you, the first million years. The first million years in glory.
Yep, that's good stuff. The Inspirations, little snippet versions of the 3 songs that you heard there from the Troy Burns family, who coincidentally, that's them right there, the Troy Burns family. And I thought, I'm going to put this because that's the same pose, I believe, as what was on the album cover. And I
Yeah.
don't know if y'all noticed this or not, but the then part is Troy with the silhouettes of the Inspirations, and it's almost the exact same pose.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to get on Tammy. She wasn't leaning back far enough.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
But the other boys are in about the same position as Eddie and Mike was from that picture. So that was from the gospel singing Jubilee. And it's been, gosh, probably about 3 or 4 years ago. I can't remember exactly. I've lost all track of time. But the Troy Burns family was here in Fayette, just outside of Fayette, at Concord Baptist Church,
Uh-huh.
and I went down to see them. And their little summer storm had popped up, and the power was out, and so they ran their sound system and all their visual stuff off of the generator on the bus. Had an extension cord running up through the center aisle and out the front door and plugged into the bus.
Wow.
And then a few people pulled their cars up and shined their headlights in the door. And during the invitation song, the lights came back on. So
Well, there you go.
so I got to see Troy Burns' family in the dim. So it wasn't in the dark; it was just in the
In the
dim.
dim. Yeah. That's pretty good. I
But
like
we had a
that.
good visit with them that night.
They
That's
carried
been,
right on.
yep, absolutely. So,
Troy's
oh,
wife, Tammy, and of course, Troy himself. And then Ethan sings the bass.
yeah,
And then Daniel sings whichever of the middle parts Troy doesn't sing.
there you go.
They do a great job. They pick up I've seen them a few times, different places, and they pick up the instrument sometimes too, boy, play some of their own
Hmm.
music. Good stuff. So if you like that good old acoustic music, you'll hear some of that too if you'll come here.
And Troy plays that
26.
upright stick bass.
There you go. That's
It's an
right.
upright bass, but it's basically just a stick with strings on it. So.
That's right. That's right. Yep. But they'll
But he can
sure
wear it out. So.
sure pull it out and wear it out. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. And I've never seen Troy Burns not have a good time wherever he was at. So
Oh yes.
so it'll just rub off on you. If you may come there all grumpy and all like that, but he'll wear it off of you while you're there.
Oh yes. Yep. But that is 2 weeks from tomorrow night, July 26th, at the Fayette Civic Center right there in downtown Fayette. Easy to find, the old grammar school for the old timers like me that's been around for a while. And that starts at 6 p.m. We'll open up doors at 5 or somewhere thereabouts. Don't cost you anything to get in. We will receive an offering to allow us to keep on keeping on, bringing these events back to the West Alabama area. So we would love to see you there, and tell a neighbor, tell a friend about it. And I was really honored at the city council meeting this past Tuesday night. The mayor talked about that as an upcoming event. So
Really?
I thanked Mayor Rod Northam for doing that. So who
Yeah.
knows? He may show up. He's not having to run. Nobody ran against him. So I told him, I said, well, I'd expect you there if you was running for mayor, but since you're running unopposed, you don't have to come if you don't want to. But anyway, hey, let's catch up on some howdies right quick.
Do that.
Robbie Witten said she was watching, and then she said, hey, to my classmate, Melanie Parker Jolly, who then responded back to, so we're just bringing people together and letting them visit with one another. And
There you go.
this one hit me. Well, let me do this one first. Sharon Owens gives us a wave. Hey to Sharon. But this one hits me a little bit different. Carol Duran checks in and says that her husband, Johnny Duran, went to be with the Lord 2 years ago tonight. Sure do miss him. We do too, Miss Carol.
Wow.
We do too. And
Don't
talking about time flying, it don't seem like 2 years ago, but Johnny's face is still the I don't know if it's a profile picture or one of the ones on the Faithful Friends page, because he and Ken Cook and I started Faithful Friends, I think this summer will be 8 years ago. About this time is when we started Faithful Friends, and so Johnny and the legacy of songs that he left for us will always be a part of Faithful Friends. So
Yes, and Chosen Witness as well, as he was with
yeah,
us for about 8 years, and we just don't do an event really without doing a Johnny Deere song, so I think
yeah,
about him every time we sing as well.
absolutely. So you didn't give me a long list. I was like, well, we've been off for a while, and then you just did a short list. Is there anything
Yeah,
else
well,
we need to do before we play this last song?
just got one more song I wanna share, yeah, but I wanted to, do another Do You Remember? A little
Yeah.
story here that kinda it has to do with Troy Burns,
Mm-hmm.
and, back in the Bama Boys days, when, Dad had stopped singing it, when we had the female Bama boy, Loretta,
Yeah.
and me and you and Scott and Rodney, I guess, was singing bass, my brother-in-law, and we sung with the Inspirations up in, Tuscumby, I believe, maybe
Yeah.
Colbert Heights High School, maybe. It was a high school auditorium, I think. You remember that?
Yes. Yeah. Because wasn't it for the high school band that Doug Cantrell was?
Yes, Doug Cantrell was a band director up there, and I think it was like a fundraiser for the band that he brought them in. Sure was, and Doug was playing guitar with us at the time, and so yeah, he had the Bama Boys come and open up, and do a little bit for him. And the story I can remember about that is that at that time Loretta was just playing. She would sing every now and then. We'd bring her up to sing a song or two, and she was
Mm-hmm.
just playing the piano. And that night she came up and sang a song. I can't even tell you for sure what song it was, but she sang it, and people loved it like they always did. And then she went back, and then we did another song with her playing and just us guys singing. And at the end of that song, from over off stage, people out front couldn't see him, but there's this voice that says, "Let that alto sing another." Do
Yep.
you remember that?
Yep.
And it was Troy Burns was hollering that from over off stage.
Yep.
He liked it when Loretta come out there and sang. He said, "Let that alto sing another."
Yep. He was probably wishing it was his wife, because his wife's a fine alto singer too.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah. So that is
But yeah,
definitely.
there were so many stories of Do You Remember? Because
Mhm.
I when you first started saying that, but then when you said Bama Boys, I'm like, okay. But I remember when the Inspirations would come every year to Millport
Yeah.
it was always on the first Monday night, I think, or Thursday night, the first Thursday night in December, which is when Millport always has their Christmas parade. And I remember at least one year, it may have been that same year, but the Inspirations bus was in the Christmas parade. And then the Coon Hunters Club would bring them to Millport and sing in the gym several years there in a row. And
Yeah.
we got to sing with them at one of them. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, I thought that's where you were going at first, because it was the Christmas parade, and then everybody went to the gym to listen to the Inspirations, and then the Colombians.
That's
We opened up for them that night.
right.
So.
Yep.
And then Troy, I think it was Troy, hit that baseline jumper from the edge of the stage, because they had that portable stage. Was it Troy, or was
It
it
was
Archie?
Archie, I think.
Okay,
Archie.
yeah.
Yeah, because I think Archie was known to be a very good high school basketball player, and that
So
was
I thought
Archie
that was
Watkins.
neat too.
Yeah, he threw it up, and if it had hit that rim and bounced off, he'd have probably busted Roger's steel guitar or knocked one of the bass over, or who knows what. It just nothing but net and just straight down and just bounced. And
Yeah.
I remember that as well.
So that was some good times.
Memories, memories. So yeah, one other song that I was going to share, and this is another inspiration song, but everybody we have mentioned it. Please come and see the Troy Burns family. They have
Mhm.
recorded lots of good music other than just covering old inspiration songs.
Oh,
But if you
yes.
like those old songs, you're going to like everything they do. So come that night, the 26th, 2 weeks from tomorrow night in
Yeah.
Fayette, at the Fayette Civic Center. But this last song that I come up with, speaking of Bama Boys, this is one that we used to do, and me and you and brother cousin Scott would do it.
Hmm.
Song "Land of the Living," and to me, it was a cathedral song.
Yeah.
Gerald Wolfe and Danny Funderburk and I guess and Mark Trammell,
Yeah.
or was it Scott? Yeah, Mark
And
Trammell
George, yeah.
would
Trammell.
do this one. But did you know that years before that, the Inspirations Quartet did Land of the Living.
I did not until
I
I
didn't
pulled it
either
up and played it today, and I thought, well, I didn't know
until
that.
until I went on this run of digging through my Inspirations archive and digitizing and listening. I found that out, and I thought, well, my, it was on the album titled "On Heaven's Bright Shore," and I definitely remember that song. That was I guess they're one of their main radio releases off of that album, "On Heaven's
Mhm.
Bright Shore." But right there on that record was that song that we had sung several years later because we heard the Cathedrals do it. Thought it was a brand new song, or I did, by the Cathedrals.
Yep.
Well, let's listen to the Inspirations from Bicentennial 1976 on Heaven's Bright Shore album, sing "Land of the Living."
There's a place of dazzling beauty no human eye has ever seen, with gates of pearl and streets paved with gold. It's a land of milk and honey. Oh, it's more than any dream. It's the land of life beyond the crystal sea. It's the land of life where living is forever, where the sting of death will claim no victory. We are nothing more than just a passing shadow till we reach the land of living beyond the crystal sea. The sun is nothing but a legend in this paradise of dreams. The Lamb will be the only light we need. Its soothing walls of jasper, built by hands unseen. It's the land of life beyond the crystal sea. It's the land of life where living is forever, where the sting of death will claim no victory. We are nothing more than just a passing shadow till we reach the land of living beyond the crystal sea.
A fine song written by Miss Ann Ballard, The Inspirations, and the Land of Living here on the Champion Brothers broadcast. Good way to wrap it up tonight. That's I did not know that. Yep, that one got by me too. So. Which, 1976, for all intents and purposes, was the time that you and I were both basically introduced to Southern gospel music.
Yeah.
Other than when we'd ride around in the car and Eddie would talk about this guy that I thought he was calling J. Cass and singing old statesman songs.
Right.
But I guess you would say we were indoctrinated into the Southern gospel world about 1976. So we had some catching up to do. We didn't get them all. So
Yep, that's right. That's right.
So that was a good memory. Thank you for that.
Yeah, boy. Yeah.
So what else you got to tell?
That's about all I had on my heart tonight. I'll say, hey, Mama, because Mama's watching.
Hey, Mama.
Yeah. Always get that in there somewhere, But
one more time before we go, we want to remind you, and we'll probably be here next week sometime, won't we?
Yes, I certainly hope so. Yes, we'll be back next week and the week after that.
Yeah, but we want to tell you about it and keep telling you about it, and hopefully you'll tell some other friends about it and come be with us. But we're bringing it back to the Fayette Civic Center on July 26th at 6 p.m. with our special guest, the Troy Burns family. And Chosen Witness will sing, Faithful Friends will sing, and then the Troy Burns family will do a whole bunch of singing. So I hope you can come and be with us. Don't cost you anything to get in. We will receive an offering if you want to help us to keep bringing this music to West Alabama. We sure appreciate that. But don't let that be a hindrance. You come on regardless, and just hear some good gospel singing at the Fayette Civic Center on July 26th.
Indeed.
So, and it was funny, just as I started doing that, there was something else that I was going to say, and then of course it left me, so I don't remember what it was, but I'll say that to next. Oh, I was going to ask you, reckon Troy or Tammy or one of them probably will be on with us in the next week or two.
I certainly hope so. We're going to reach out.
Or the boys are efforting on that, huh?
Yes, yes.
All
They,
right.
they might just throw one of the young guns at us, and I'll take them too. But
Oh yes, oh yes.
hey, speaking about Troy, one more thing. That same story I shared a while ago about him hollering at the alto sing another.
Yeah, yeah.
Me and Loretta went up to their table at the National Quartet Convention. I believe it was not this past year, but year before, I think. And I told Troy, I got a story I want to tell you. And he stopped, he looked at me, he listened intently to every word. And I told that story, and he laughed at the end of it. He said, honey, come here. And she's over there talking to somebody. He just kept up till Tammy come over there too. And he basically told the exact story that I had just told him, word for word. So she would know about it. And I was so impressed that he remembered the whole thing and just repeated it to her right then. Couldn't do anything else until he called her over there and told her the story.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, boy.
Well, thank y'all so much for joining us. If you are seeing this after the fact, we appreciate you hitting that like and share button. Help us get the word out about July 26th. And we'll see you sometime next week. We don't know when yet, but whenever it is, we'll be here. We hope you will be too.
Indeed.
All right. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good evening. Good night, everybody.